What's up everyone, Chance here with Missouri Outdoors. Today we're going to be going down in here and we're going to try to get some ginseng dug today. It is September 1st. In my last ginseng video, I believe I mentioned that ginseng season in Missouri started September 15th and went to December 31st. I was actually wrong about that. It starts September 1st and runs all the way till December 31st. So we're going to go after the 2 or 3 4-pronged plants I found in the previous video, and we're also going to see if we can't find some more. I normally drop down in this canyon about another 200 or 300 yards down. So we're going to drop down in here and see if we can't find some more on our way to what we know is already there. So stay tuned. Alright guys, well, we had to walk a little ways, but I did stumble across a patch that I have never found before. And there's a lot of them. That's one. That's one. That's one. That's one. That's another one. There's another one here. Here. And yeah, those are all pretty much 3-pronged plants. Well, you don't have to look very far when you find that many in one spot, because just right here is a big 4. I mean, a really nice plant. Let me get up here closer for you. Really big plant. And then right here, right beside it, is another 4. So we're gonna go ahead and dig the 2 big 4s and leave all of these 3s behind. I know a lot of people would probably go ahead and dig the 3s, but I'm gonna wait till they get to the size of 4s or even bigger before I dig them. But alright, I'm gonna try to get you guys set up and let you in on a little bit of the digging process. So let me get that set up and we'll go ahead and start digging these 2 out. And then we'll head on down and see if we can't find a few more. Alright, we're set up to dig now. I went ahead and cleared out the rocks and overburden from them. I do want to give a shout out to one of my buddies and one of my subscribers, Randy Brown. He made this for me, actually for gold prospecting, to do like crevicing with out of an old horseshoe. And I'm going to use it today to pick around and try to get these ginseng plants up. I did bring a few tools. I have a little bitty shovel and some more stuff in my bag. But alright, we're going to start uncovering this first one here. The deal is to be real cautious and gentle, because you don't really want to break it. You want it to try to come out in one piece, and I'm telling you, these things grow in some of the most rocky soil I've ever seen. But you can kind of see, well, you might not be able to, but I can. But the root goes well down past where my finger is here. It is kind of hard to dig with it like this, so trying to film, and I can't really set up my little bitty tripod on this slope. I need to get a different one, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get this dug out, and then I'll show it to you once I get it dug out. Alright guys, I finally got them out. Let me zoom in a little for you. That's one of them, and I mean, let me put it in my hand just for comparison. It's a pretty big plant, or a root, I guess. And then here's the other one. Another really big root. About as big as my middle finger, but it's longer. Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Just for 2 plants. But I mean, look at the hole I had to dig to get them. That's probably down about a foot total. They had berries. I would put the berries back in the hole about that point and then go ahead and cover it up some more. But they didn't. But alright, we're going to get these bagged up and we're going to head on down and go back to the ones we found last time. And if we're lucky, we'll find some more on the way there. But alright, stay tuned. We're going to get a few more dug. Alright, we're back to the one where the first one we found the other day. Another really nice 4-prong plant. We're going to get set up and try to start digging this thing up. Go ahead and clear this out just a little bit more around it. That way we can dig without interruption. Now I gotta find where I put my bar down at. I hate when I lose stuff in the woods. But alright, we're gonna get this one dug up and I'll show you what it looks like after we get it up. Stay tuned. There's still plenty more to come. Alright, we finally got it dug up. There we are. It's weird how each one is shaped a little different just judged off how it had to grow through and around all the rocks and other roots and everything else that gets in the way. But we're going to get this one bagged up and we're going to head on down and hit a couple more spots we know of and see what we can't pull out. Hopefully we can find a few more. But alright, we're going to get going. Before I go real quick, I'll go ahead and just show you a few more of the smaller plants that has probably originated from this one I'm holding in my hand. But yeah, not bad for just this little area. There's actually quite a few growing in it. But we're going to get packed up and we're going to move on down the ridge and see if we can't get to that other spot before it gets dark and try to get some more picked. So stay with me. Alright guys, we've had to walk a little ways. But I found a couple more. We have, I know it's hard to tell, but I can promise you this is a ginseng plant. It's only a 3-pronger though. But you can see where something's ate the leaves off of it. And then here, we got a really nice 4-prong that we're going to go ahead and dig. But I've looked around and I haven't found any more yet. We may walk up the slope of this hill just slightly and try to find a few more. But I do know we still have 1 or 2 more on down we gotta dig still. So I'm gonna go ahead and start digging this one. It is getting late in the day and under the canopy of all these trees I am losing light fairly quickly. So we're gonna get this dug and then we're gonna move on. I'll be back shortly to show you guys what the root looks like. Alright, we finally got it out. The fat one. Pretty good size root too. Not too shabby. They'll add up real quick if they're all that thick. I mean, that's big around as my thumb or bigger. But yeah, not too bad. It's starting to add up pretty quick, you guys. fill our hole back in. Alright, we're going to move on down and try to grab them others real quick. Alright everyone, we're finally back to where the other two are. I'm going to go ahead and show them to you and then we'll get them dug up. It is getting kind of low light conditions, so I apologize if the video starts to get poor. But there's this one. And then we walk right over here. There's a 3-prong. But we don't have any interest in that today. And then here's the other 4. But I'm going to go ahead and get these dug, that way we don't lose too much more light. And we may keep going just a little bit and see if we can't find a few that we haven't found yet. So stay tuned. Alright guys, I got them both dug up. Here's the first one. Not a bad looking ginseng root. I'll try to show you guys these again when I get home later and I got better light. Almost looks like 2 people holding hands. Minus 1 head. But alright, we're going to get these packed up and we're going to move on down and see if we can't locate 1 or 2 more, and then we're going to have to call it a day. But we'll see what we can find. I will see you guys shortly. Alright guys, I didn't have to go very far. We have another 4-pronger. So we're going to get this guy dug up too. Just to show you how thick they are in here. Here's a 3. There's another 3 right there behind me. And there's just multiple plants through here. I mean, just everywhere. So we're going to get this one dug up and then we're going to move on down and see if we can't find another one. So stay tuned. I'll show you guys this root in just a moment. Remember, I'm going to lay them all out and show you better once we get home and I have a little bit more light to work with. Alright, here that one is. Pretty good. But alright, we're going to keep moving down and see if we can't get a few more located. If this starts getting too dark on me, I may go ahead and just dig a few and then show you guys the roots of them after I get them back home. Because I can still see fairly well, but the light on the camera is getting pretty bad. But alright, I'm gonna go see if I can't find a few more. Alright, we're back at the house now. Give you guys a look at them. We found 8 ginseng plants today that were big enough to harvest. Or mature enough to harvest, I should say. I love how pretty much none of them even look like each other. They all have got such different characteristics. Like this one. I think this was the last one I dug, and I dug it off camera. Just because it was kind of getting darker. But you can see this was the deepest part. When it was in the ground just like that. That's a pretty good sized root. They're all really nice. That one's pretty thick. We are going to go back in a couple more days. I didn't quite get near as far down as I wanted to go. So we may be doing another video in there still yet. and I'm gonna try to find a few more locations I can go dig and just see how much mature ginseng we can actually get dug on film this year. But yeah, you can tell each one's just a little bit different. Some of them are a lot different. I did go ahead and weigh them, and believe it or not, it only weighs like 2 ounces, and that is wet still. And I am gonna go ahead and do the drying process myself, especially early on in the season, just because, well, there's no point in selling what I have now because there's not very much. I might as well wait towards the end of the season or till the season's actually over before I try to sell anything. But alright, I figured I'd take you guys along on the adventure today, and for an opening day of ginseng digging season in Missouri, this is pretty good. This is the most I've ever dug out of the wild. But alright guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. It's always free. Go check out the Facebook and Patreon page. And make sure to give this video a like. Leave me a comment if you want to. And share the video out. Every little bit helps the channel to grow. But alright guys, have a good one.